to give his evidence.
Now, something a little different, because when Saudi Arabia said it would lift its 35-year-long ban on commercial cinemas, it of course opened up a new world for people in the deeply conservative Muslim kingdom, where segregation by gender is pretty common in most other public places.
The Saudi government plans to open more than 300 cinema sites with more than 2,000 screens by 2030.
It hopes the new industry could contribute more than 90 billion riyal, that's around $24 billion, to the Saudi economy, and create 30,000 jobs over a decade.
Well, a few international players are vying for a slice of this market, such as AMC Entertainment. Another is View International. It plans to launch 30 cinema multiplexes there in partnership with a local entertainment company.
Well, View is now the 6th largest global operator. It's got 212 multiplex cinemas, more than 8,500 staff and 85 million customers every year.
That's a lot of big numbers. We've got Tim Richards here, Chief Executive and founder of View Cinemas. And Tim even, sorry, he told me that earlier that you started this in a garage. It seems to be the rite of passage with these companies. They begin in a garage.
Yeah, well, I didn't plan it that way, but that's all I had at the time.
Do you have a big screen in your garage, basically?
No, we had nothing. So that was 20 years ago.
So tell us about this move into Saudi Arabia. Why?
Well, I mean, I've been opening up markets around the world for almost 30 years now, and I've never seen an opportunity like this. There has not been a cinema in Saudi Arabia since 1982. There's not been a movie shown legally in Saudi Arabia since 1982. So this is one of those unique opportunities to go in and with a clean slate and build something really special. We've signed up with a very well-known, highly respected group, the Al Hokair Group in Saudi Arabia, and we're planning on opening up at least 30 cinemas in the next 3 years in the kingdom.
Underline how significant this is, because many people will think it's a cinema in a city. But this is a fundamental change for Saudi Arabia, because when I was there, it's surprising how little integration there is, not only, with the general public anyway, in terms of public entertainment, but the men and women mixing, gender mixing is pretty unheard of.
No, it is, but cinemas are a big part of society. I mean, I get letters still from local councils across the UK and other markets we're operating in, pleading for us to bring a cinema in. It's a safe harbor, safe haven for young people to go. It's a great place for families to be entertained. And it also is a big employer. And that is something that we're going to be bringing to the kingdom. So it is bringing entertainment to the kingdom for the first time in a long time.
How did you broker this deal, though? How did you sort of make this happen? And what's the reception there been like? I mean, you met the Crown Prince when he was here in London. You've met him elsewhere as well. You say he's a very impressive young leader. But what about the rest of the leadership there?
No, I mean, it all started with his conference, his 2030 conference in October in Riyadh. And that's where the Crown Prince laid out his vision of where he saw the next 30 years diversifying away from the oil-based economy. And a large part of that is entertainment. And he wants to see entertainment come in. He knows that Saudis have stories to be told on film. And that's also where I see, I'm a governor of the BFI, and I see a big role for the BFI and the UK creative industries coming in and helping the kingdom develop that market.
Let's talk about censorship, because I know, having spent 3 years in the Middle East, you can't watch a film all the way through because inevitably some bits will be cut out for various reasons. Are you worried that these films could be about an hour in length by the time they've been censored in some markets?
I've seen that before. I ran a circuit in Egypt in the 90s, and you're absolutely spot on. I can remember one particular James Bond movie that was 55 minutes long, and because of the opening scene with the nude silhouettes, it instantly jumped right into the movie. But I mean, it's developing, and yes, there will be an element of censorship in the early days, but that's not something that's going to be there forever.
And just tell us about what you've experienced there in terms of how you're seeing Saudi Arabia really change. It's just so noticeable, isn't it?
Well, since I first started going in October and now in April, every single visit I go in, you can actually see it and feel it. There's this sense of optimism and excitement. Even the conference in October, it felt a little bit like history in the making. And I think when you have 70% of the population under 30 right now, there's a sense of optimism and excitement that I suspect probably wasn't there before.
Tim, really nice to see you. Thank you for explaining all of that. Time is really tight. We could talk much more, but you're opening the first one hopefully by the end of the year. Is that right?
We have 4 sites identified and designed and ready to go, and we're hoping to get at least one open this year.
Good luck with it. Thanks for coming to see us.